Shalom, shalom, Israel. This is your brother Gad from the WFI Bay Area camp coming at you with another lesson. And I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Wamalak Yahushai, worthy of all praises. And I want to give a strong shalom to all the mighty Akiyams and all the mighty Akwats and all the mighty children that are in this truth and sincere. Right, and the title of this lesson that we're going to go into is going to be called For a Small Moment. Right, for a small moment. Right, because we're living in the last days. You know, a lot of things are going on. You know, things are hyping up, things are calming down, things are going on over here, and then they'll calm down and things will go on over there. You know, we're in this world, we're not a part of it. But the Lord said, for a small moment, right? You know, this is a video of exhortation, right? Exhortation to keep going, right? To not lose hope. You know, remember why we are here. Remember what to look forward to, right? Remember the road that we're on, right? And that you turn not to the left hand or to the right hand, right? It's almost like you're on a freeway, right? We have to keep going. Right, and we have to remember the scriptures, remember the promises, and remember everything that the Lord has said. You know, remember everything that the Lord has said. For His words, for these scriptures, the promises, the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are faithful and true, right? And they shall not return unto Him void, right? Because you know you may be in this truth and you know, things may not seem like they're going your way. May not seem like it's going your way. May seem like things are taking too long, right? But we have to remember that our ways are not the Most High ways, right? And His thoughts are not our thoughts, right? And we have to remember what He said. You know, you got to meditate on the scriptures, right? So let's kick it off with the book of Isaiah, right? Right, it's pretty much based on this scripture, right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54. And I want to start at verse 7. It says, for a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. Right? So the Lord said, for a small moment has He forsaken us. Right? Yes, we're under the curses. You know, we're in captivity. You know, our glory has been stripped from us, our heritage, our land. Right? All these things have befell us. But the Lord said, for a small moment, right? He said, for a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee, right? Reading on, it says, in a little wrath, I hid my face from thee for a moment, right? The Lord said, this is a little wrath, right? Everything that you see going on with this, He said, this is a little wrath, right? And that also goes to show how mighty and how much power the Most High has, right? This is a little wrath, you know, like I said before, we fell under the curses, right? You know, we got, you know, the other nations are over us. You know, we don't own nothing, right? We got to go to these weak ass jobs, right? And things are just bad for us, you know. But the Lord said for a small moment, right? So like, yeah, let's keep reading on. Right? Isaiah 54:8. It says, in a little wrath, I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer. Right? So the Lord said He's gonna have mercy upon us, right? He's gonna have mercy upon us. You know, the things that He said is going to come to the Israelites, those things are going to come, right? Meaning this is but for a small moment. You know, it's like a father telling his child, you know, he's telling him to hold on. You know, hey, give me a minute, you know, give me a minute. Not that he can't do anything, but he's like, you know, give me a minute, you know, give me a moment. I real quick, you know, Lord said this is but a small moment. And we have to remember that, right? Reading on, it says, for this is as the waters of Noah unto me, For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, so have I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee. Right? So the Most High is not going to be wroth with us forever, right? Because, yes, the Lord has forsaken us. He's not with us as a nation. Now you have a remnant coming back to him in these last days, right? But as a nation, he's not with us. So he says he says all these things is but for a small moment, right? You might be 2 years in the truth. You might be 5 years. You might be 11 years in the truth, and it may seem like nothing's happening, right? It may seem like the same things are being said. You got these countries, they've been just talking, some things have popped off, but they just making threats one to another. They saying this to one to another. They saying this, a couple missiles might fly here, a couple missiles might fly there. And you you getting excited, and then things might calm down. Then you kind of go to work. You're like, man, I thought by now things will be bad, but everything is on the Most High's timing, right? Let me get the classic real quick in Ecclesiastes, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So it's a time for everything, right? It's a time for everything. And everything that we see is only leading us closer, right? Every day, right? Every day is one day closer to Babylon's destruction, and one day closer to the return of our Lord, HaMashiach Yahushua, right? Let me jump down, right? Let me jump down to verse 5, right? It says, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, right? And we've had that time that we've been cast away. We've been cast away. We've been in darkness, just like the Lord told Jeremiah in Jeremiah 17 and 4, for even you would discontinue from the heritage that I gave you, right? We've been cast away, right? But it says, verse 5, it says, a time to cast away and a time to gather stones together. So the Most High is gathering us together, right? There's still brothers and sisters that have to wake up, right? We have to remember that, one of the fruits of the Spirit is patience, right? Is long suffering, right? We have to be long suffering, right? The Lord, think about all the time you've been in this truth, right? All the times you went off, right? The Lord has been long suffering with you, because he could have took you out, right? So we have to be long suffering, right? We have to remember that all these things is but for a small moment, right? So when you watching TV, right? When you kind of feeling down, you kind of on the plantation, you on the plantation mad as hell that you there, you can't wait until it's time to clock out. You got to remember that this is all for a small moment, right? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, right? We have to remember this is all but for a small moment, right? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 51, right? Chapter 51, and I'm going to get verse 45, right? It says, my people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord, right? And this is the time to do that, right? This is the time, right? To come out of the world, right? Come out of the ways of the world and out of the ways of Babylon, right? Because this is a small moment. Before you know it, right? It may seem like it's dragging. It may seem like it's taking long. But before you know it, all hell is going to break loose. Like the Lord said in 2nd Ezra, he said, then suddenly shall the full storehouses be utterly wasted, right? Suddenly, meaning, it seemed like things are dragging on. You're hearing people, it's December right now, 2024. You're hearing people talk about 2025. You're hearing people talk about so-called next year. It's like, hey, we don't want to hear about next year, right? Right? But we have to prepare ourselves, for if we're still here. Of course, we have to prepare ourselves for if we're still here. But it's like we don't even want to hear about that. That's why, you may talk to brothers. You may say, hey, Lord willing, we're not here. But if we are, this is what we plan on doing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Right? And so I go to say that the Lord has given us this time to be perfect, to be as perfect as you can. He's given us this time to store up our riches. So this is a small moment. So when you think it's dragging, it may seem like it's dragging, but things are moving quick. You got to pay attention. Things are moving quick. Something's dying down over here, but on the other side of the world, things are amping up. And it's all a piece of the puzzle and bringing it all together for World War III and the return of our Lord and Savior, HaMashiach Yahushua. Right? Reading on. Jeremiah 51 and 46. Right? It says, unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Right? And the Lord said, unless your heart faint. Right? Because when these things start to happen suddenly, if you're not doing the work, if you're not in the spirit, if you're not going hard for the Lord, hey, you might be fearful. Right? Because when these things happen, you can't be fearful. But if you're not doing right by the Most High, then you might be fearful, right? Because you may thought things was going to drag on. But we have to remember this is the whole thing that we're going into. We have to remember that this is a small moment. We got to remember that, things could happen any day, right? A nuke could drop any day, right? And we're hearing rumors. We're hearing this going on over here. We're hearing that's going on over there. Then it's like, okay, the next year comes. Then you hear another rumor. And after a while, people start to faint. People start to faint even now. It says, lest your hearts faint. People start to faint now. Like, oh, they been saying that. Oh, you still a Hebrew Israelite? People may have believed this thing at one point, and now they don't believe, right? They fainted and they fell out, right? Because they didn't know what was going on, right? Not knowing that, hey, this is for a small moment, right? You leaving this truth and going back into the world. You going back into the world for a small moment. You forsook everlasting life for a small moment, right? Right? Let's go to the book of Revelation, right? People falling out the truth. People going back into the world for a small moment. Ain't that something, right? Revelation 3 and verse 11, right? It says, behold, look at this. It says, behold, I come quickly, right? Lord said he coming quickly. And people think he playing when he say that. Oh, it just sound good. No, he says, I come quickly, right? Because he's coming quick, right? Look back. Look at where you was 5 years ago, right? I was just talking to one of the brothers about this. It's damn near about to be 5 years since the pestilence, right? It's about to be 2025, right? Wasn't we just in 2020? Wasn't it just 2020? Remember that time when they had all the lockdowns going on, right? Where did that time go? Think about all the days and nights since then. Things it's going by like this, It seemed like it's dragging on, but when you really take a step back and look, things are moving quick, right? Lord said for a small moment, right? Let me read that again. Revelation 3 and 11. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, right? And we can't let nothing take our crown, right? Because something that a lot of people don't talk about that's taking people's crown is time. That's deep. Really think about that. It's time. Time is out here taking people's crown. Time is You know, always say this, but time is against us. You know, the clock is ticking for everybody. Time is against us. You know, and the to go only way to go against time is to do the right thing. Do the right thing and go hard. That's the only way we can go against time. You know, time is against us. You know, people's crown getting taken off because of time. Cause they you know, they might think, oh, we probably still got 150 years left. You know, that's madness. The Lord said for a small moment. What do you mean 150 years left? Don't you see what's going on? You know, time. And it's crazy too, going back to 2020, is because around 2020 is when it was a great awakening around that time, you know? And a lot of people was in this thing. But when they saw that the stores started open, when they saw that things were shutting down, but then they saw the stores started opening back up, they seen people start taking off their mask. People fainted. You know, people fainted. They seen nothing was really going on. People kind of fainted, kind of went back into the world. They kind of peeked their head out. You know, sisters peeked their head out. They started taking their dresses off. They like, oh, ain't nothing going on. They started taking their dresses off. Right? Because people thought in 2020, people thought the Lord was coming back in 2021. You know, they thought, oh yeah, this is the year. You know, and then look at us now. We're coming into 2025, right? So we can't. Lord said, let no man. He said, let me read that one more time. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? We can't let nothing take our crown. Right? Not even. Lord said, let no man. You know, people saying things. People saying, oh, that's not gonna happen. Hey, you know, you got Trump talking about he gonna stop the wars. He gonna stop the war in Ukraine with a phone call. You know, people hearing that and they fainting. You know, they thinking that Trump really gonna come in this thing and stop the wars with one phone call. You know, so pretty much what he's saying is he gonna stop the prophecies with one phone call. That's madness. You gonna stop the hand of the Most High with one phone call? Is that what you're saying? Right? And that's pride. You think you got so much power that you're gonna stop the prophecies with one phone call. Is it real? Is you really gonna do that? Is it you think it's really that easy? After how far it's gotten, you think these nations gonna start showing love to America because of one phone call was made? Hey, you gotta be out of your mind, right? Let's stay in the same book. Let's get Revelation 22 and verse 7. Right? It reads, behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. He said it again in the same book, right? He said it again. Behold, I come quickly. He's not playing. Hey, the Lord said, hey, he said, he speaketh once, yea, twice, and man perceive it not. As you're reading this, he's saying these things more than once. And people aren't perceiving it. They think it's just something that sounds good. Right? They think it's just a famous saying. Right? They think it's a famous saying that it just sound good. Right? He said, blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. So you got to keep the sayings that this is for a small moment. Hey, that's a part of these sayings. You know? It's for a small moment. You know? But I have forsaken thee, but I will gather thee again. You know, people read the forsaken part, but they don't pay much attention to the I will gather thee again. They're like, well, we're forsaken, you know. I'm gonna just go back into the world and smoke this blunt. You know, we're forsaken. You know, a lot of people know about Deuteronomy 28. But are they doing anything about it? No. Like, oh yeah, I heard that before. Yeah, we the real Jews. Yeah, we the Israelites. Yeah. And they walk off and start rolling the blunt You know? Let's get Isaiah chapter 55. Right? So we have to keep the sayings of this book. Right? We can't just keep what we want to keep. You know? People out here keeping what they want to keep. Right? Isaiah 55 and verse 11. Right? Check this out. It says, Salakia. Yeah, Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So the Lord has sent the word out that this is for a small moment, that he's coming quickly, that, hey, hold that which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Hey, blessed are those that hold these words, that holds on to these words, for these sayings are faithful and true. Right? His word already written out. It's already written. You know? And it's crazy because on a deeper level through the spirit, it already happened. John the Revelator seen it. It already happened. It just has to play out. Right? The movie is already made. And the Most High pressed play. Right? In the days of Genesis, he pressed play. And the end of the movie, the end of the movie already happened. That's how deep this thing is. That small moment already happened. Right? We so close. And we have to remember that. You know? You're thinking about the week. You're like, man, it's already Thursday night. All right, we're going to prep tomorrow for the Sabbath. Then it's the Sabbath. Then you got to go, then you got to go back to work. But we got to keep in mind, this is for a small moment. It's not going to always be like this. We're not going to always be out. We're not going to just be preaching the word forever. We're not just going to be reading the Bible we're not just going to be preaching the words forever. We're not going to be telling our people to get right with the Most High forever. Right? We're not looking to be 70 years old, and smiling and looking back at all the times that we've spent trying to wake our people up. Let's go to another precept. Right? Let's get 2nd Esdras. Let's get 2nd Esdras. We're gonna go to chapter 6. Right? 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. Oh, Salakia. Chapter 6 and verse number 54. Right? 2nd Esdras 6 and 54. It says, Salakia. 59. Salakia. 2nd Esdras 6 and 59. It says, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Right? That's the point. So Esdras is asking the angel, how long shall this endure? All right, here we are. We're reading the scriptures, right? We hear the words of the Lord, right? We're hearing about these promises, but how long shall this thing endure? How long are these other nations going to be over us? How long are we going to have our inheritance stripped from us? How long are we going to be at the bottom? How long are our brothers going to keep killing each other and murdering each other? And how long are our women going to be out here being whores? How long are the fathers not going to be around? How long is the wicked going to rule? Right? How long shall this endure? But we got to remember the Most High said, but for a small moment. We have to remember that this is but for a small moment, right? This is but a small moment. So it's okay to think about it. You know, it's okay to kind of think, you know, because we don't want to be here. So it's okay to ask yourself that, man, how much longer is it going to be? You know, man, when we going to get out of here? Right? It's like being in prison. It's like being in prison when you know you're going to come out, right? You know you're going to come out, but you're serving this time that you don't know how long you're going to serve. You know, you don't know if you're getting 5 years, 15 years, 35 years. But you know that there's a promise to you that you're going to get out. Someone's coming for you. Right? You're not going to sit there and just enjoy yourself and make yourself at home. You know, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be that's all that's going to be on your mind. Hey, that's all that should be. Hey, doing the work and getting out of here is all that should be on your mind. Right? Let go of mortal thoughts. Let go of the vanity. Right? Don't get caught up in what's going on, because the more closer we get to that day, the more harder things are going to get. This thing is not getting easier. It's not like, okay, 2025 is coming up. Oh yeah, this about to be this year about to be easier than last year. No, it don't work like that. It's only getting worse. The longer we stay here, the worse things are going to get. You know, let's get another precept. The more we stay here, the worse things are going to get. So doing the work and getting out of here is all that should be on your mind. You know, we got to work. You know, we got to handle business, right? But we can't forget that we can't forget that we're not going to be here forever. You know, so don't get comfortable like don't get comfortable like ain't nothing finna happen, you know, because things are happening every day. You got to pay attention. But if you're not watching, you're gonna drift back into the world. You're gonna think nothing going on, and before you know it, you don't even believe no more. You know, you done separated yourself from brothers and sisters, and now you don't believe no more. You know. Salaki, let me get this next precept. Right, let's go to Psalms chapter 13 and verse 1. Right, going also. Hey, Ezra said this. Hey, even David was prophesying about this. Right, Psalms 13 and 1. It says, How long wilt thou forget me, O Yahweh? Forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? Right? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? Right? And we ask that sometimes. How long is these nations going to be in power? How long are their kingdoms going to rule? How long are they going to be over us? You know, how long are those damn Amalekites going to be in that land? Right? How long shall this be? You know, hey, David kind of said through the Spirit, hey, is it going to be forever? You know, and sometimes you might, you know, sometimes you might say things that, you know the promises. You know the promises, you know, but you know you kind of know things, and then you might exaggerate and say certain things. You might exaggerate and say certain things. You might be in traffic, you might be in traffic on the freeway. You know, might have been a car accident or something. You might kind of say like, man, is we gonna be here all night? When you know you ain't finna be there all night. You know what I'm saying? You know you ain't finna be there all night, but you might just say it like, man, we finna be here all night. You know, you might kind of ask that question to yourself or whoever you with, like, man, we gonna be in traffic all night. You know, so that's kind of what David was saying. How long, right? How long shall I take counsel in my heart? It's like how long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? Right? You know, you got some people, hey, they kind of hoping Trump stopped the war. You know, hey, people kind of voting for him, right? They like, yeah, make America great again. Yeah, make the phone call. You know, stop the war. You know, bring the I forgot the term that they're using. You know, bring, like, you know, the industrial you know, like, you know, bring that back to America. You know, like how the 1950s was. You know, they kind of like, hey, bring that back. You know, hey, open up the jobs. You know, make the phone call and stop the war. You know, you know, some people hoping that these damn devils stay in power. They hoping that these devils stay in power and that everything just goes good, right? Hey, because the devil, he gonna give you what you want. You know, it's in the same book. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go into Psalms 120. Right. So the answer to that question, you know, when as these you know, as these prophets are asking how long, hey, for a small moment. That's how long. Right? For a small moment. Hey, people looking around like, but America's been in power for over 400 years. Hey, the Lord said that's a small moment. Hey, remember, he said that's a little wrath. Hey, what has been done to us? He said, hey, that's a little wrath. You know? Right? Let's get Psalms chapter 120 and verse 6. Right? It says, my soul hath long dwelt with him that hateth peace. Right? Because we have no peace here. Right? There's no peace when you drive in and you on a way to the store. Right? And in the cops pull you over. Right? There's no peace when you go to work and then you gotta wait 2 weeks to get your paycheck, right? That's not according to the law, right? You're supposed to get paid. You're supposed to get paid, you know, right when the sun goes down, or you know, or pretty much before you go home. Before you go home, your money should be in your hand, right? There's no peace here. Our people they're looking for peace here. Hey, there's no peace coming here. Hey, the Lord said, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. Right? Right? There's no peace. There's no peace here with this devil, these men being over us. You know? There's no peace here. And remember, all this is for a small moment. So we at war here. This is war, right? On a physical level and on a spiritual level. You know, this is war, and we have to endure. We have to fight. You know, we gotta fight. You know, let's go to another scripture. Right, we gotta fight because the Lord is coming quickly. The Lord is coming quickly, so we have to fight. Right, let's go to the book of John. Let's go to the book of John, chapter 14. Right, because the Lord is coming quickly. Right. Look what the Lord told the apostles. Right? John chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Hey, so the Lord said he's going to prepare a place for us. Hey, because people think the Lord forsook the earth. They think, you know, the Bible was written out and then he couldn't accomplish what he said, and now he's just moving on. And how things are is going to stay there. He forsook the earth, and now everything is in our hands, and now it's our movie, and it's up to us to see what we're going to do with it. No, that's not how this thing works. The Lord said, I go to prepare a place for you. Right? Now, is he just preparing a place in vain? Is he just doing things in vain? Right? Verse 3, it says, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again. The Lord always said that he's gonna come. He said, I will come again, right? Behold, I come quickly. You know, I'm going to prepare his place for you, right? And I'm gonna come again, right? Verse 3 again, John 14:3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Right? And are we know in the spiritual aspect, you know, the Lord is with us. But is the Lord with us to where we can drink wine with him right now? Because the Lord said he's gonna, hey, for the elect man, the Lord said he's gonna hey, he told the apostles, hey, I'm gonna drink this wine with you in the kingdom. Are the apostles drinking, no matter who they are today, you know, but are they drinking wine with the Lord right now? No. He said many things that was going to happen. He's going to prepare a place, and he going to come back and get us, right? And he said he going to drink wine with the elect in the kingdom. Is his words in vain? Is he just making this up? Did he just walk around just saying things that sounded cool? You know, just making everything up as he go? No, these things are real. These things are real, right? The Lord's words are faithful and true, right? And going back to the topic is that we have to understand everything is for a small moment. You know, damn, when, you know, and we got to take advantage of this small moment as well. You know, brothers and sisters got to take advantage of this small moment. We got to do all we can, right? So as we're seeing things, as we're still seeing food in the stores, you know, you still see traffic in the streets, you know, because we not looking for traffic. Hey, we're looking for cars we're looking for nobody to have gas. You know, we're looking for nothing to be in the stores. We're looking for this society to come to a complete stop, you know, to where nobody's worrying about going to work. You know, nobody's worrying about damn wicked Christmas. You know, you got Christmas coming up. Right? You got Christmas coming up, and people are lusting. You know, I just seen a car, and they had the whole car had Christmas lights on it. The whole car had Christmas lights on it. You know, and damn down the block from where I'm at, it's a damn Christmas tree that's damn higher than 2 stories. You know? And people are fainting. People are forgetting that this is for a small moment. You know, they're like, man, I've been in the truth for 8 years. I might see what the family doing this year for December 25th. You know, people are getting faint. You know, people are not in love no more with the truth. You know, and you got people tucking their fringes, right? People don't want to show their fringes no more. You know, people are getting faint and they getting weary. You know, it getting weary. But we have to remember to stay strong and remember that this is but for a moment, right? Let's go back to the book of Psalms. Let's get Psalms. Let's go back to the book of Psalms. Let's get Psalms chapter 126 and verse 1, right? Remember that this is nothing but a small moment, and we have to endure, and we have to fight the good fight and lay hold upon eternal life, right? This is the book of Psalms chapter 126 and verse 1. We have to remember this as well, right? It says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed. So we have to remember that this is like a dream. Really just look around and you got to understand that this is like a dream. Yeah, it's real life, but before you know it, it's going to be like a dream. You know, and this is spiritual. This is deep. Hey, and it's going to be literal, but a dream is a small moment. Really think about that. A dream is a small moment. Here you just You know, here you is, you probably just slept for 7, 8 hours. That whole time you slept for 7 or 8 hours, you had a dream that wasn't even 5 minutes. That was a small moment, you know? So he said, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed, right? And a lot of times too, this is like a bad dream, you know? This is a bad dream that we waiting to wake up from. You know, hey, sometimes you might even know you dreaming and you trying to wake up. You know, sometimes, but a lot of times too, you might have a dream and it just felt so real. It felt so real. Here you is, you're dreaming and you're not even knowing that you're dreaming. You're moving in your dream as if this is real. Right? Verse 2, it says, then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Right? So we're going, you know, Lord willing, we make it. Right? For those that make it, the Lord said, then was our mouth filled with laughter. You know, you might be chuckling a little bit, you know, or you might just be really laughing, you know, laughing out loud, right? Laughing out loud that, you know, that this thing was a small moment. You know, this thing was a small moment, right? It says, then said they among the heathen, the Lord hath done great things for them. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad. What's that great thing the Lord has done? He's going to restore everything back to Israel, right? The moment when the heathens thought that their houses were going to continue forever, when they thought that, okay, this kingdom going to get set up, right? We're going to have this kingdom set up, you know, and then this kingdom's going to get taken down, right? Okay, yeah, Babylon's going to get taken down, and now Russia's going to be the new superpower, right? They're going to be the new superpower for this many years. Then after that, maybe Russia will step up, and then maybe Moab will have a chance to be over the world. No, it's not going to be like that, right? The Lord has destroyed kingdoms for us. All throughout the scriptures, the Lord has done great things for us, and He's still doing great things for us till this day. And there's still even greater things that He's going to do. And we have to remember that. We had great things done to us back then. Great things are happening now. Don't take this truth lightly. Like, we in this truth. You know, I've been in this thing for 3 years. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I'm going with the motion. Yeah, we got camp tomorrow. Yep, I'm gonna go hold camp. No, we gotta know that this thing is a small moment. We gotta know that, hey, before you know it, it's gonna be like a dream. Right? And going back to dreams, hey, before you know it, you wake up. Before you know it, you wake up. Like I said, you may be sleeping for damn 7 hours, and your dream wasn't even 5 minutes. It was but a small moment. Right? And that's mighty, right? We're gonna stay in the same book. Right? David was cooking. Right? David was cooking in the book of Psalms. Right? Let's go to Psalms chapter 27. Right? I want to get this precept. But yeah, we're gonna be like them that dreamed. And we gotta hold on to these words. Right? Hold on to these precepts and really meditate. Really meditate on these precepts. Right? Psalms 27. And I want to get verse 13 and 14. It says, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. Right? So David is saying that he almost fainted, right? But through the Spirit he saw the goodness of the Lord, right? And what's the goodness in the land of the living? What's the goodness that we waiting to see? Because hey, here you are, you know, hey, you got people that they'll be fainting. They'll be fainting, and then you hear Russia shot, you know, it wasn't nukes, but you hear Russia shot the ICBM missiles at Ukraine, right? Now you kind of, now brother's kind of back on fire, you know. And you got to stay on fire, but you know, these things excite us. You know, these things excite us. You know, now you got brothers, now you get back on their reading schedule. They like, yep, you know, they seeing things happen, they getting back on their reading schedule. You know, they seeing you know, you see things happen. And like for instance as well, that this just recently happened. If brothers didn't already know, but South Korea just a couple days ago just declared a national emergency, right? Or a state of emergency, right? Something like that. Or oh no, martial law, Salakia, martial law. They just imposed martial law in South Korea, right? You know, you may see some of the clips. You seen them damn trying to fight the damn police or the martial law. They trying to fight them. Like, hey, all hell is breaking loose around the earth. But if you're not watching, you might be sitting around. You like, well, it doesn't seem like nothing's going on. You know, everybody's in their houses with their families. You know, I just went to the store and people were in there having a good time, right? But there's things happening. Hey, missiles are being shot off, right? People are blowing up, right? Right? People are getting shot, right? People are starving to death, right? People are giving up the ghost. People are falling out the truth. People are waking up, right? The Lord is bringing judgments to pass every morning, right? Things are happening, right? Reading on, right? Verse 14. Right? Look what the Lord said, right? Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh, right? So we have to wait on the Most High, and we have to be of good courage, right? Because the Most High is going to give Yahweh Shai that green light, right? So we have to wait on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? We have to wait, and we have to be of good courage, right? Be positive, you know. Be positive, you know. Hey, and the Lord's going to strengthen you, right? No, right? Remember, meditate on these precepts and remember that this is for a small moment, right? Let's get another precept. I don't want to be too long-winded. Let's get another precept. Let's go to the book of, let's get the classic in the book of Habakkuk. Right? Let's go to the book of Habakkuk, right? This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 2. It says, it's like, I'm going to start at verse 1. Habakkuk 2 and 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Right? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So if you reading this and you holding on to these words, you're gonna run, right? And what I mean run is you're gonna run to the Lord, right? You're gonna run to the Lord and be ready for what's about to happen, right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Right? It said, his Lord said, but at the end it shall speak, and it shall not lie. Though it tarry, right? Wait for it. You know, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right? These things are surely going to happen. Don't think like, yeah, this thing gonna tarry. You know, don't think that. Don't have the spirit of thinking, you know, because this is an evil spirit to have, right? Don't have the spirit of thinking like, you know, here you are, you damn 25, you damn 27, and you telling yourself, or hey, you may be 32, or you know, you may be 42, and you telling yourself like, yeah, I'm not gonna see it, but my children will. And you got brothers in Israel saying that we might not see, our generation might not see the end But our kids that are 4 years old, you may have 6-year-olds, you may have a newborn. People saying that they're gonna see it, but we're not gonna see it. That's madness. Hey, that's an evil spirit to have. Aren't we reading about how the Lord said it's gonna be for a small moment? Aren't we reading about how the Lord said when you see these things come to pass, know that He is at the door, right? So you don't want to have that spirit. The Lord said, though it tarry, right? Because the Lord He knows our thoughts, right? He knows our thoughts. You know, people are telling themselves like, man, this thing is tarrying. You're like, man, I thought we was gonna be out of here 2 years ago. You know, you got people sighing and giving up, and damn, I don't know. Right? You got people, worldly tendencies are coming back. You know, it looks like they in the it looks like they're in the truth, but they're kind of thinking about if they're gonna leave. You know, you got the spirit is dying down. You got the spirit dying down, and we got to amp this thing up. We got to, if it is down, you got to amp it back up. You got to remember that this is for a small moment, right? This is exhortation, right? You think about the precepts, you meditate upon them, you link them up with other precepts, right? Because we have to remember as well, it's only been 2 days since Yahushua was crucified, right? Hey, snap back into it, right? Snap back into it. It's only been 2 days since Yahushua has been crucified, right? According to 2 Peter chapter 3 and 8. According to 2 Peter chapter 3 and 8. It's only been 2 days. Think about that. Hey, that's a small moment. You know? That's a small moment, right? Let the opposition get hit. And it's only been 2 days. Hey, people still gonna be on high alert. You gonna and you hearing a rumor that they gonna you're hearing a rumor that they gonna double back, right? Imagine that. You know, you hearing a rumor that they gonna come back after what happened to them, right? Hey, people are gonna be on high alert. It's only been 2 days. People gonna be on high alert, right? Let me get that in 2 Peter. Right, just to prove it, just to pull it out, right? 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8, it says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, right? He said, be not ignorant of this. He said, be not ignorant of this one thing, right? Why is Peter saying this? He telling us we have to remember, be not ignorant, right? That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. It's 2024, right? He said, and 1,000 years as one day. So, things are still fresh. You know, let people do something really bad to you, damn near kill you. You know, damn near, or like you may have seen that movie Get Rich or Die Trying, you know, with 50 Cent. Let somebody do that to you, and it's only been 2 days. You know what's gonna be on your mind? It's only been 2 days. You know what's gonna be on your mind? You're not gonna be thinking about having fun out here. You're not gonna be thinking about going back into the world. You're gonna be on fire. It's only been 2 days, and he's saying he coming quickly. So imagine that. He's saying he coming quickly, and it's only been 2 days. Right, let's get another precept. I don't want to be too long-winded. Right, let's get another precept. Let's get the book of 2nd Esdras. We're gonna go to 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras chapter 2. Right? So let's not be ignorant out here. You know, let's not get destroyed for that. Right? 2nd Esdras 2 and verse, I'm going to give verse 48. And it says, then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy God thou hast seen. You see that? And what have we seen? We seen, hey, as we're reading this, we've seen these things through the Spirit. You know, we've seen these things through the Spirit on a certain level as we read Revelation, as we read these prophecies. You know, the Lord has given us an imagination. Now, he said that, you know, of course, we know the scriptures, the thing that he prepared for us, you know, hasn't even came in the thoughts of men, you know. But when it comes to certain prophecies, we seen these things, you know, through the Spirit, you know, like when you kind of imagine it. Now, it might not happen the same way you imagine it, but as we're reading, we're watching this thing, take place. But like I said, it's like you're watching them make the movie. You're watching them make the movie, but the movie hasn't came out yet. That's literally how it's kind of like. So by the time you're watching the movie now, you're watching the real deal. You watching the real deal. You know? You watching the real movie. Right? Let's get another precept. Right? Speaking on John, you know, when John seen these things, right? Let's see what else John saw, right? Let's go to the book of Revelation 18, right? We have to remember these things. Revelation 18 in verse 20, it says, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her," right? And take these words and hold on to them, right? Reading on, it says, "And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." So in a small moment, right? That is going to happen. Right? Lord said, "I come quickly," meaning that's going to happen soon. That's going to happen soon. He said he forsook us for a small moment, which means that what is written is going to happen soon. Right? You're going to be blessed if you hold on to these words. Hold on to these words and remember what the Lord has told us. Right? I'm going to get one more and I'm going to close up. Right? So this is exhortation. You know, hey, meditate upon the precepts. Right? Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. Right? Don't faint. Right? Don't get depressed. You know, take advantage of this small moment that we have. Right? Because it will never be like this again. Really think about that. It'll never be like this again. So take advantage of the small moment that the Lord has given us. You know, don't move like we got 10 years left. Don't move like we got 25 years left. You know, you got to move like we're not, you got to move like it won't be a 2025. That's how you got to move. Here we are in December and you got to move like there won't be a December 2025. You have to move like there's not going to be a December, they're going to a December 2026. You know, you can't be out here looking forward to December 2026. You know, now you gotta put things in motions and make plans and have things set up, you know, for if we are here, but don't bet on it. Don't bet your money on December 2026. You know, don't bet your money on December. Don't bet your money on the next presidency right after Trump. I don't want to see another devil after Trump. You know, you got it was Biden, then you got Trump. Hey, now we want to see how it shot, right? But we gotta wait, right? We gotta wait on the Lord and be of good courage, right? Matthew 24 and verse 44, it says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh." So for a small moment when you think not, the Son of Man cometh, right? And with that, I want to close up by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach wa Malaki Yahushai. Lord willing, this video was edifying. You know, brothers and sisters, continue to go hard, continue for the faith, continue in this thing. And remember, it's for a small moment, right? And with that, shalom.